Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Here's Cook again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The Jets had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Second down and 3. Cook up the gut. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third down, Dalvin Cook.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Cook.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of
yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw a hold down on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers.
first half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try and run here with Swift. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now they got to get to the line quickly. But first down, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Hurts throws complete to Goedert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. There he goes left side. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He'll buy some time right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 63 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Rodgers now to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. First down, here's the run with Cook. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's given his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 18. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Again, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Nolan Smith
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Left side, Cook.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, here's Rodgers.
Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Rodgers going to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Touchdown, Eagles! Danny Gray, 29 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Rodgers wants to change the look. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. They get Amos with a pick. So it's a win here for the Jets. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whenever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everyone.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Hey, you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a. Stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,